What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, and what we will do this video is we'll do a CWL War recap of WHF2 versus Emphatic Fury. Fun war again. Love the CWL Wars. I think WHF2 is now 7-2. And I'm not sure what Emphatic Fury is. But anyway, you could see the victory here. WHF2 securing another victory, both in stars and in total destruction. So let's go ahead and just check out Emphatic Fury. For those of you that are not familiar with them, there you go. As far as their clan, very good clan. Some good bases, good attacks, and we look forward to matching them again. So let's go ahead and jump into some of our attacks, and we'll just give you a quick little taste of what they were able to do with our bases. I think they had to dip a couple times from 10 down to 9, and you can see one. I think there was just one, two Town Hall 10s left up. As far as we're going, I think we had one, which was the difference between the win and the loss. There was one Town Hall 10 we were able to leave up. They left 2 up. So anyway, let's jump into some of the attacks. But before we do that, let's go give the shout out to the 6 Packers on the war. Here we go with our Town Hall 11 V10 dips 6-pack wars. And then we've got our Town Hall 9s right there. So good job to them. I had a pretty bad war. Fresh hit 2 bases, and one of them was pretty close. The other one was just way off timing. I used a go, I think a go Hobo, and I was just way off time. I haven't done that attack in a long time. And again, if you guys, I say it all the time, but if you don't practice the attacks and you're used to a couple of different ones, you just get way off timing, and that was the difference. So let's look at 10v11 first, and we'll look at number 1, which is dragons. So I don't think I've shown a decent, or not decent, but I haven't shown a drag attack on a 10v11 hit. So there we go. This is probably not a fresh hit. I think we're learning, we've learned where some of the seeking air mines are so that we can take care of those things. We've got the Lune in there to do some of the defense funneling as well as to lure the clan castle. And then we've got a queen kind of walk charge. I'm not sure if the intention was to have her charge in, but there's no wall breakers and there's no jump. So, but she ends up doing it anyway, punching on a wall, just because that's what queens do sometimes. So we've got the clan castle getting taken care of right now, and then let's just fast forward it as she does her walk. She's going to encounter the king under rage. She's going to take care of that and encounter the queen under rage and take care of her. And then we've used our second rage right there. And at this point, she's just going to fire in the wall, which is, if it's intended, great, but I don't understand. There's an air defense and a gold storage not too far away. But so she's going to go ahead in here and take out these Expos cannons, or at least this Expo. I think she should walk over to the cannon. Oh, there it goes. So she's going to walk over to the Expo anyway. Valkyrie's going to jump in here, and that one, I guess, heroine Valkyrie is going to take her out. So yeah, look at that. That's even under rage. I think there was only a couple healers. So we'll throw the king in there with a golem and dragons, and then bowlers right behind him. The goal of the king and the bowlers is just to walk down the whole entire 9 to 6 side and help do the funneling for these dragons so that they go right into that core, take out that Inferno Tower, Expo, and Bomb Tower, as well as the clan castle and ultimately the town hall. And then get those up, get that percentage with the king and bowlers and giants coming down on the side. So the dragons are doing great. They are doing their job. They're getting in there. The Inferno Tower is really not doing too much of a big deal against them. They finally take down that town hall and clan castle. And it's just about percentage right now. But that Eagle Artillery is going to go down right about now. And as soon as that goes down, then we've got no worry about that wicked hits from the eagle. So it's the healer is still up healing that golem who's super tanking. I mean, there's like 1,000,000-point defenses on that poor thing, and then it's finally over. So we'll go ahead and end that attack there. Nice hit. And then let's go to number 12, and we'll look at 11 v10 dip, and we'll look at Chris this time. And if you guys want to see the bitch attacks or the bowlers and witch attacks, I can show those instead. I just like the Laloons a little bit more on the dips. I think it's just a little bit more, on my opinion, planning and execution than just dropping your troops of the bowlers and witches on the sides and top and watching them go in the middle. But anyway, that's what we're going to watch right here is a Laloon attack. And we've got the king and queen kind of escorting each other, walking down the side from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. The king is tanking, the queen is taking care of all those defenses on the outside, and she's going to continue to walk as they take out that cannon, and then she'll walk the other way and completely peace out, unfortunately. So, there we go. I wondered what happened there. And then we'll watch her go ahead and take her own route, do her own thing. She's doing the solo tour. Lune, Clan Castle is really not going to be a big deal for the his Lune attack. So that's not an issue right there. So don't need to take out either one of those. And then we've got the Lune portion coming in. Just basically a spam Lune. We've got 3 hounds coming in from 7 o'clock. And then we've got the just mass influx of all these loons coming in from the 6 to 9, and is just going to push their way through the base. I think we've got poison going down on the queen, and then we've got 2 skelly traps that are going in on that. Or was it just a rage? Maybe it was just a rage with the skelly traps. That queen, I think, just got taken out. And then we've just got to worry about some of these loons. We've got a clone spell to deal with this Inferno Tower because those things are extremely annoying, targeting 5 different troops at the same time. But all the ADs are down, and we've got a full hound up. So that's not the most optimal way you want to do it, but you still crush the base, and that's what it's all about. That hound, the enemy hound or a Clan Castle hound finally pops, but there's enough pups to take care of that. And then the town hall is the last building standing. All right. So 10v10. Let's look at number 6 getting taken out by Nikolas. I think we've shown him a couple times. Really, really good 10v10 hitter there. So he's going to do a dragon attack. So we've got queen walk with a couple of wall breakers, which means it's probably going to be a queen charge. And I think the deal is right at that 7 o'clock portion where the outside cannon is, around that area. We're going to break in with wall breakers, and that queen's going to get all 4 air defenses with her walk. I said it for Town Hall 9s, I say it all the time. Those base building, when you build 4 air defenses on one side like this, is so vulnerable to specific attacks. A lot of specific attacks, and they're showing you here how that's done. So the queen is taking care of that. The wall breakers are, they've already busted through that wall. So now it's just up for the queen to go ahead and hook right here and go into the base. Wizard's doing his funneling work there just to make sure she does not pop back out again, and getting tons of value off of that. Getting the clan castle, triggering that, not a Lune, just a bunch of, looks like archers and baby dragons and a witch, which is definitely more difficult to deal with than just a lava hound would be, especially since there were no defenses except for 1 on top of her. But there we go. So we can start the dragons right about now, because the queen is without a doubt going to get that cannon and the air defense. And then it doesn't really matter what she does after that. Cleanup is fantastic, but we don't need any more spells. Look at that. 3 rages, a haste, and a heal for all these dragons and loons coming in here. And we've got no air defenses to worry about. We are coming into a sweeper, though, which is pretty annoying to dragons. Not so much just for pushing them back, but a lot of times it's different than loons, because the loons will always go for those defenses. Dragons will switch their target, though. They'll be on one thing, and then if they get pushed to another building, they completely switch and go off to the different building. So it is a little bit troublesome when it comes to that. But we've got hasted rage loons coming in and just completely crushing everything. We have an Inferno Tower to worry about, and that dragon eats a seeking air mine right towards it. But we still have a couple dragons up and a bunch of loons. That loon is going to give his life on the last couple drops, or those last 2 loons, and then the queen will take care of these air traps. which doesn't really make a difference anyway because there's no more defenses. Doesn't matter if there's any healers up or not. And then we've just got to worry about that last gold storage, which is going down right now. All right, let's look at one more attack, and we're going to look at 9v9 and check out number 16. Clean up on my attack with my Go Hobo, which was just a horrible attack. Handy comes in here and just completely crushes this base. Horrible base design. I was really disappointed. I just executed it so poorly. When I looked at this base, I thought of about 15 different ways to completely attack this and crush it. And obviously I picked the wrong one, but that's fine. He's going to use a queen walk coming up at the top at around the 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and split his kill squad with the king and bowlers on the other side at around 9 down to the 6. So we already know where all the traps are. He's going to get the queen on queen here, standing under poison, no big deal. And I believe there's a lava hound in the clan castle, so doesn't have to deal with that for quite some time. And then look at this, just completely sending all the hogs in except for 4, all at about the 10 o'clock area. And they're just gonna have 3 heals to deal with all these defenses. There is the lava hound coming up here. And then he sends just those last 4 hogs just for pathing, making sure those little pack of 4 hogs meet up with the rest of them. One big happy family. Still has that 1 extra heal that he just used up there. And then these hogs have just got to push through a couple other defenses, just 2 more point defenses, which is this Archer and Tesla. But we've got plenty of them to do that. Let's go ahead and fast forward. We've dropped the wizard at the 7 o'clock to start collapsing in and do the cleanup already. And that queen is going to be stuck on this lava hound, and it's going to finally pop it, but it's way too little too late, and that's going to be it for the base. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. A shout out to Emphatic Fury, because it was a fun war. We're looking forward to the next one in CWL. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to share it with your clan members. If you guys enjoy these attacks and benefit from them, you know they will as well. And go ahead and don't do what I did. Make sure you practice with these different attacks before you hit, and get comfortable with the timing and everything like that, so you can get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.